We'll be getting started in just a moment. Ash is in the middle of taking apart his entire audio setup and putting it back together, so we're just waiting on him to finish with that.
Good evening, folks. This is the Six Figure Developer Channel. Welcome, everyone. Appreciate you being here. Tonight we are doing the live coding thing, continuing work on Clayton's Blazor game engine, a port of Mono game
Woot.
to Blazor.
Did it pop up a thing? It should have popped up a thing. Well,
It says freaking Word attacked.
Yeah, but it should have popped up the thing as well. Thank you, Ward. Aaron.
Thanks for the subscription. If you didn't know already, you can subscribe to the Six Figure Developer Channel. If you are an Amazon Prime member, you can use your Amazon Prime account for free and subscribe to the channel. And you'll get updates and notifications and a fancy new emote.
Maybe Clayton, some more stuff when we figure it out.
Yeah, we're still figuring out this Twitch thing, but it's fine. It's great. No problem. So, Clayton, why don't you give us a brief overview, catch us up where we left off last time? I think we were actually getting some things on the screen.
Oh, there's an update for live share. Speaking of live share, no, come back, Solution Explorer, and in Crunch. we might be able to try live share again, since because the before was when I had my overheating problem, so it may not be as bad now. So, um, 1 second. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna paste it into the chat for the thing, and then you guys can get on if you want. And if I see any issues, then we'll just have to cancel it. But you know, at least it's there to try. Okay, so yeah, so still working on the Blazor game engine. Just a copy of Monogame. Let's go ahead and run it so we can make sure that we know where we were when we left off. I believe that we were having some issues with the animation wasn't actually working, and we were unable to load the character because the character said that it couldn't do an animation. But the two animation issues are unrelated because the gems, which were supposed to be animating, oddly enough, aren't using an animation. They should just be updating through the game cycle, and they're not. Yeah, look at that. Freaking Ward first. I mean, technically second, but close enough. Alright. Is it running? I hit F5. Nothing happened.
Perfect.
I don't think you're going to make it, Wesley. Somehow this one didn't get the autumn drop.
Only once per cycle, Ward. Sorry.
We shall fix this autumn drop issue of not having an autumn drop.
No, you saw me drink Sprite, but green screen.
Yeah. It's the invisible can. Well, if he had a background anyway.
The drop game cycles start over when the clouds disappear and the target disappears.
Well, not entirely, because now you should be able to drop, but it'll be an autumn drop. I'm first. Okay. F12 because that makes the world go round for some reason. Okay, now. Yes, we got to a point where. I don't care about that. There are no errors, I don't think. But at the same time, stuff isn't working. So, and I think we turned off the music, right? So, hey! Ash, how dare you beat my score? Okay, so yeah, so these gems should be bouncing up and down, and they're not. And also, they should be yellow, I think. There's a color tinting that should be happening that is not happening. This
they
color
also seem
here,
like they're off on the location, but
yeah, color yellow. So they're not being tinted yellow, and they're not moving. And you be quiet about my positioning. I think that there's something with the origin is not being changed. It's not being taken into account. So since that's something that should hopefully be easy enough to figure out what's going on, I think we should start there, because technically this all should work. It's just a simple update of the bounce, which how is the bounce coming into play? Maybe that's the problem. Oh, position, base position plus bounce. Okay, and then position is being used here. So that should be changing. I'm going to console log the position, and so we should get a whole bunch of junk going on. Sorry, right line. It's kind of weird that you're doing, like it's in the browser, which would normally be a console log, but because C#.
I landed for 0.52 points. Thank you.
That is a winner. I have not seen that before. It's because you're a trash panda. Okay, so let's say X. Boom, boom.
Does anybody in chat have experience with monogame? Like, how big was monogame? Is monogame still a thing?
Ish. I think it's still used, but it's a lot of people have drifted over to Unity and stuff like that, which is all good and well. But I've always wanted to make a game from scratch, so it was the only way when it was X and A. It was the only way for a community developer to get a game on the Xbox. That lasted for maybe a year and a half. Not very long. And that was in 2006, maybe 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. X position.y, and then let's see what that gives us. I don't know why it wouldn't be updating. I could understand if somehow the draw is not doing the right thing, but I don't know why the position wouldn't be updating in the console. 2 out of 10. Freaking Ward gets his name scrolled across the screen forever, along with the individual on the
Yeah, it looks like the
on the
positions
follow
are there,
side
but
that does stuff. So they should
positions
be
are
they should be
there.
bouncing if we were drawing them correctly, which we must not be.
Yeah.
Okay. So then that means that at least for the bounce, the problem is on the draw. And same thing for color. I know that we're not taking color into consideration, so let's see what this draw does for us. We take the... Yeah, that... I don't... What? So obviously we're not worried. We're not doing anything with origin. We are passing color in. And we're not... And we're passing in position. So that goes to graphics device draw texture. Oh, come on. Find implementation. Okay, name, X, Y, and color. Okay, so let's go to the JavaScript. Maybe the problem is in the JavaScript.
That's likely the case.
Shut your mouth.
He's
though,
not wrong.
Log.
Oh yeah, console log.
So this would be X. So we should get effectively the same logging statements, is what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
And then obviously I knew color wasn't being used, so that's a gimme on something that we'll have to figure out how to do. It's probably some math thing that we'll have to do.
Math is hard.
Math can be. Yeah, it's totally updating. Why is it not?
Speaking of wit, where is Rick? Because, you know, math is hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's difficult for me to tell if it's actually. Could you update it where it was like JS, where one? Because it's hard for me to tell if it's doubling up. I don't see the X is doubling.
The X is going between... Can we stop? Just... Anyway, the X is going between 0 and 600 or something, and the Y is going... So the X is just going through each one of the the things. The Y is the thing that we should be paying attention to, and the Y is bouncing up and down between 240 and 360 or something like that.
I see.
Rick knows
Yeah.
numbers, but he's not here to help. So
And that's calling draw image on the context. It definitely should be having an effect. Clearly it's drawing all of the gems. Wait a second. Maybe we're getting some false positives here. Let me go back to gem. We need to capture the individual draw of a gem instead of all the gems. So platform gamer maybe. Can I find gem, not gen, gem. No, that's not. No. Current document. Gem is not in there. Oh, it'd be level. We need to go to the level. Level. Now we can search for gem. Hello. Is player alive? Update gems. Okay. So here we go. So gem update. So just before draw for each gem, draw gem. Okay, so it's okay, so if gem.x equals 240, so this should still be like 3 gems, but it'll give us something. Console right line, geez, console right line, and we'll say y, and that's going to be gem dot position y, position x, stop. What's it map out? Oh, position. There. So we'll get like 3 of them, but they should all have the same Y, and we should be able to see that Y bounce up and down.
Okay.
And if we don't, then I'm going to assume that it is the... Oh, I've still got...
We kind of need to turn off some of the other.
Too many console logs.
And there's also... You also have it in the other spot, too. In the draw.
Do I still have it there?
I think so.
Gem. Yeah, no, I got rid of it there.
Okay. So it's somewhere.
There's still, yeah, it's still somewhere.
It's not inside of there? Oh, no.
That's not the one. That's not the one. Neither is that. Neither is that. Neither is that. Neither is that. Nope. 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 Nope.
this is clearly working for you. Keep it up.
How about a space and a curly bracket? That might be a little bit more significant.
Well, I think that these are in the. If you look at the style. Oh, I'm stupid. You already knew that, but still. There. See.
Okay. So we're not getting the other.
Not getting anything. So let's go back to level. So it's got to be in the in this issue. So so x equals x. Okay. Int x equal x equal x greater than 0. X otherwise gem dot position dot x, and then x. It's cheaty, but it should do stuff. X equals x greater than 0, then x otherwise gem dot position x. Why is it use of unassigned? Oh. It's a freaking int. It's default's 0. Why should I have to? Oh, it's float? Whatever. There. So how's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Okay. Might have had a few too many to drink last night. It's fine.
All right, there we go. But why is basically staying the same.
Clearly not changing. So that's a plus. Okay. So on the bright side, that means that maybe the code would work fine if we were calling it, and perhaps we're just not calling it.
You should probably
It's
call
not
it.
JavaScript.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm a little confused
understand
at this
why it would seemingly.
Because it seemed like the Ys were changing.
So on update, if the player is dead or there's no time remaining, then player apply physics. Else, if the exit has been reached, then we do this. Else, then we're supposed to do this. I'm guessing we're not getting into here. Really?
I wanted the badge. I wanted to say first beside my name.
You made it. And then let's see what this does. I'm guessing that we're not going to make it. Oh, slow descent.
Into madness.
Okay. So the level thinks that it's dead for whatever reason. Like either that we've already reached the end, or that the player has died, or that time has expired.
Yeah.
There is a
there.
there's
Okay.
a bald bearded builder in chat.
Oh, is there?
There
Hooray!
is. I don't know. They let anybody stream apparently.
How much does the bald builded builder know
to say.
about monogame? Okay, so oh sweet,
See? Look.
thank you.
He subscribed. Thank you, sir.
Hey, and it showed up on the thing. It was. I mean,
Ta-da. It's
his name is
wrapping
so long
awkwardly.
that it wrapped, but something. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, let's find out which one of these. Is true.
Wait, Wes, did you? Wait. You gifted a? I'm so confused.
Oh yeah. Wesley gifted.
Uh-huh.
He wants that
See, we were giving praise to Bald Bearded Builder because we thought he wanted to subscribe and chose to subscribe, but no. Wes gave him a subscription.
Wesley's just trying to collect all the badges and emotes. It works for me. Okay,
Do
level
it.
expired. And reached. One of these has to trigger.
So what's coding like? Well, you slap some stuff into an editor. And,
It's mostly
uh-oh,
yeah, it's mostly debug statements.
hype train coming.
Oh yeah, see the hype boss gets the so now it's up to 1400 hit points.
Nice.
Interesting.
What are you thinking is happening?
I'm thinking
one
that
is
we're
it
not
hitting?
calling update
Sorry.
on the level. Because
We're not hitting any of those, are we?
no, we're not hitting any of those. We should hit one of those. So if we go back over to platform game,
Did we like comment out update?
level draw,
Wait.
here's update, level update. I mean, we're calling.
See, Michael Jolly, we have the drop game on ours. I don't know why you hate fun.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yay. Console right line. We definitely got to be making it here. Right line. Updating game. Really.
And we do appreciate the subs and the cheers and the whatevers and the Twitch things and the chats.
All the things.
Keep them coming. And my new microphone should be here later this week, but not a new camera because I'm happy with this camera.
Did you get a new light bulb?
No.
I hate you.
What do I know about light bulbs?
So you know what's happening.
Nothing, apparently. Nothing is happening.
Yeah, we don't appear
What
to be
about
updating the
that
game.
Yeah. Right. When do we call that update?
I'm gonna move this up to the very top of this method to see if it ever gets called. It should
Do
get
we call
called.
this method?
The system should be calling this method.
Oh, I see. Gotta rely on the system.
Yeah, this right
Big
here.
game right there.
So this initialize async is the Blazor method that runs everything, and then when the graphics are ready, the first thing it does is update the game, and then begin draw, and then end draw.
Yeah, I need to switch back to my contacts, Wes, so I don't have the glare. Because if I switch over to a screen that has, like if I do this, then it's nothing but glare.
But this this method should get called over and over and over again. So it should begin run, update, begin draw, end draw, over and over and over again. And I can, let's see, console.write line. Hello, yeah, that one. New cycle. We'll just do that.
I've
Is
also
every-
got some gunner glasses, thanks to Jeff Fritz's recommendation for the anti-reflective glare,
So that
blue light, something.
that's in the method initialize async.
Yeah, so whenever the Blazor component initializes,
Okay.
so new cycle, new cycle, new cycle, new cycle, updating game, updating game, updating game. So we're just not. It's
Not getting
basically
down somewhere else.
it's just
Okay.
dropping out. It's dropping out at some point during the platform update, wherever it is, here. So it's getting here. Confirm the screen has not been resized by the user. So let's just take it step by step. I mean, we were only just below handle input, so let's see what we get if we run here. In the pursuit of moving things. Oh, hey. Sweet. Freaking Ward's gifting now. Oh, because he wanted the hype tram to keep going. Yep, I'll take it. Okay, we're getting there.
So,
So it's-
congrats, Nightwalker KG. Welcome, and thank you for your receiving of a gift sub. I don't know.
All right.
We're hitting it.
Yeah,
Updating
we're
it.
hitting that. So it's got to be handle input must be taking a poop.
Are you putting any input in?
But I don't know what I'm doing. It's not my code.
Obviously.
I would not be surprised at all if virtual gamepad update is blowing everything up. Let me drop the console right line right there. So this will be handling input. I need to just do like a one word like boom or something. This is what I love about modern web development. It's the ease of figuring out what's gone wrong.
The ease of console.writeline.
Yeah. Just a logging statement. There's no other way to know that what's going on. Okay, we're not making it there, so it's crapping out before this point. And it could just be hanging. It may not actually be crapping out. We should. Okay. All right. We should definitely be able to get the keyboard state. So I'm gonna assume it's not the keyboard state. So we'll skip over keyboard state and see if this works.
You plug
Now-
your keyboard in?
Yes, my keyboard is plugged in.
Okay.
I don't think.
Is it charging?
No, it has two USB cables. So
Is the adapter that it charges with?
yeah, we're getting there. I would not be surprised if touch state, the touch panel, is not functioning. That wouldn't surprise me at all. So let's see.
Wait, Ward and Wes, are you in a battle now for? Wes has a single present. Ward has two presents.
Oh man.
We need, so Wesley has obviously he's the hype boss at the moment, but 200 points and you can kill him. So all you gotta do is follow or bits or sub. One more gifted sub and Wesley will probably be knocked off that that mountain.
Hashtag choo choo MF. That's great. He must be drinking.
Well, if he's drinking, then gift another sub. Just keep going. Why does it not load the thing until you hit F12? Yeah, so we're not getting past the touchpad state, which doesn't surprise me. It probably just throws. It does. Look at that. It'd be nice if it would tell us that it threw.
Hey, it's just throwing a not implemented exception right there.
Yeah,
Just so in case you didn't know.
right. But it would have been nice if, the application had crapped out and said not implemented. But it doesn't. Okay.
No, it did. It just didn't tell you.
New task collection. I guess that I don't even as I can't even develop touch at the moment. Let's go.
You
back.
could comment it out.
I could, but then I
You forget.
yeah, it would. Well, no, I can't just comment it out. It has a return value. It has to return something. We should get there now. No, why'd I click up there?
I was meaning more like input in general, but
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
so you could get the draw going. You can come back, or you can just do it all at the same time.
Input is important, and keyboard
Yes.
already works. Keyboard input already works. Oh, hype train
Clearly, touch
success.
state doesn't work.
Hype train success. What does that mean?
You received a level 1 hype train emote.
Yes, I did. I don't know what that means, but
4 subs, 0 bits. Oh,
thank you for all that participated and helped us do a Twitch thing. I really
So-
should like read up or
hype ghost.
research more as to what this is.
Twitch stuff happens. Okay, well we got further. We got past that one. I'm guessing virtual game state is also going to take a poop. Oh, gamepad game state, that's going to poop. You know, Ash, I think maybe you're onto something. I'm going to actually change this back to throw new not implemented exception. That way I don't get confused and think that I've implemented it later on. And then we will just comment out the ones that I know aren't going to work. And we'll come back down here to that. So touchpad has not been implemented. Neither has gamepad. And neither has accelerometer. So
Yeah, the only
that's not going to work. So we can if netfx core. This is probably, I mean, that's probably not even going to start to run anyway. Continue pressed. So
keyboard
we just do this and that. Level load stuff and things. Okay, see what this does.
virtual gamepad.
Do you-
No, we're
Do you want me to
writing before
to
that. Never
drink,
mind.
John? Is that what you're
Never
doing?
mind. Never mind. Drink.
Jug.
Brought myself some drink.
It'd be nice if there was some kind of indication that you had claimed that, because if I hadn't looked down just then, I wouldn't have known. Okay, so now
That's why the first thing that most of the live coders do is write a chat bot to respond to these things.
okay, so now that's working. So virtual gamepad update must not be working. Game time, lapse time, total seconds. I don't see how that could not work. Okay. So let's then assume that handle input is working.
Is the acorns like the starting of the draw?
What is this?
Thank you, anonymous cheerer. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's cheer. Okay.
Oh, that's a... Is that from cheering?
Is that
Yeah.
cheering?
I believe so.
How can I do?
Yeah.
Well said.
I've worked very hard on my elocution. Go to the place that I want you to go, not the place that you're going. Handle him. No. Back more. There. Okay. There. Okay, so... This is still updating game.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
You see what?
I'm starting to understand what I can do, how I do it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
let
I
me
was
know
not paying
later.
Attention to your job or your the code.
No, the code's just a background thing. Really, everybody's here just to drop.
It's true.
It's fine.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Updating game is working there, so we're getting past handle input. Now we're getting past level update. Seems slightly far-fetched at the moment.
Gamepad state.
Where's that?
And
Oh, it's being passed in?
accelerometer state. Yep. So my guess
That
is those
that
are
might
not-
be not working.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, so we're not getting past that. So that's gonna be null or whatever. Let's just say equals new gamepad state, and same thing for
And accelerometer.
yeah. I'm okay with this change because it's outside of the events and stuff. We're just setting the initial state. I guess I could do the same thing here. There. Okay. Well, let's just try it again, see what happens. Pokey drop. Ash can't even get a 50% wins. Look at that. Start another one
Wait,
immediately.
I've won 3 times now. Today.
Yeah, you... Okay, nope. So we got to go into level updates and figure out what to do.
Anonymous Cheer just cheered 5 bits. Thank you very much.
Well, we're not getting any of those. We should be getting one of those. How is this failing before we even get...
John, did you see that?
Goal!
I
One
did
of the
not.
cheer-
What just happened?
You're about to basically fall and completely miss it. One of the little acorns hit you, and then
Nice.
it hit you directly into the basically bullseye.
Cheater.
That's interesting.
like-
that
Horizontal.
You got an
That's
assist.
interesting that the drop animation interacts with the cheer bit animation thing.
I think the cheer bit animation is coming from the drop game.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. how
Seeing as
anything works.
how I don't have a cheer thing loaded.
You have to have bits. I think that's a thing. That's a Twitch thing. I think,
No,
but maybe
there are no Twitch things.
No.
I mean, there are Twitch
the
things,
cheer
but
the cheer bit thing, yes, is a Twitch thing, but you're saying the animation
the
is part of the
animation.
drop game.
yes,
I see. I
because
got
there
you.
are
Roger
there are
that
no
there.
like give me Twitch animation things.
Now I comprehend.
Do you?
Okay, the acorns
There's-
are pretty cool.
There's so much to learn that what all the kids are doing these days.
Right? We don't appear to be making it into this at all. Maybe one of these.
It's so nice to see that you have 100%. Your tests are passing 100% in your in-crunch risk bar there.
Yes, but that's because.
Oh, spoke too soon.
Well, I'm typing things. That's because we've only written tests for Matrix. We're in game logic now, and this is a game that I'm going to throw away as soon as I get it working, so it wouldn't really benefit me to write tests for it. Updating, updating level.
Yeah, but where are your tests for your framework?
That's the ones that are running. The only test that I've bothered to write, because it's the only code that I've actually really written that was like logic, is the matrix tests. Why are we not... We don't appear to be making it into this level update, but we're making it... We're making it all the way to here. So the next thing is level update. Is level somehow not... Does it not have a value at this point?
Where is it initialized?
It has to have a value because it gets rendered at least once. It gets drawn.
Posture check.
What does that mean? I'm hunched over the chair and the desk and the keyboard. Is that...
Yeah. Check.
Is that what you're looking? I don't understand.
It means sit up straight.
Oh.
Ward has a new toy. Channel points. Do stuff.
Oh. 194 points left to kill Wesley.
And he's the hype train. He's the current hype train conductor.
Oh, as Aaron?
Ward is, yep. Come on, Wes. Step up your game, man. Hydrate.
I think he's talking to you. Ash, you gotta hydrate.
There's nothing in here.
What Aaron has failed to realize is that if he can wait till 10,000 points, that we can make fun of his code on Twitch for him.
No, he's working on speaker meet pagination for me, so we would just review the PR he's submitting for me on my project.
Why? Okay, draw is happening. Draw happens after update, so update has to complete at least once. That works, but if I put it here, then it doesn't.
Wesley, I'm surprised that your avatar isn't Fry. It makes me sad that it's just the pink silhouette there.
Oh, yeah. No, he saw that we were doing ball BBB.
Careful, slow down.
Yeah. He saw that we were doing Blazor and he skedaddled. It's like, that's it, I'm out.
Oh,
Yeah, see, so we're getting that far, and then it is failing to continue. Ooh, there's a window dot something. What's this? Window dot current orientation. What is that?
Wes, if you hand draw a picture of Fry, I think you can use it. Because it's your original art.
Game window. Get. It's just going to return a orientation, which is going to come back default by default. I shouldn't have to do anything about that. if level not equal null, then update the level.
Put a console right line inside there. Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
on it.
Clayton, did you not add the now showing thing to this scene?
What are you talking about?
The overlay for stream elements.
Oh.
Okay, so level is not null.
Yep.
I mean, that's actually a good thing. Level is not null pretty much from the beginning here.
Back when I had feeling in my hand, I could draw.
But so then when we go to we have a right line right inside of level update, right? And that's not being called.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that level update is actually getting hit. We're never seeing this. So I'm at a bit of a loss. I mean, let me comment these out. And then go back, and then obviously that's going to be mad. So, hold on. Display orientation.
You commented that as well.
Yeah, they're just being passed down into that, which we're not even getting to.
Yeah, you could just comment out player update.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I don't know why I'm not getting here. Like if I've got those commented out. I just comment out the whole dang thing. Then there's nothing in there that's going to blow anything up. It's just getting called, and then console right line.
You got to fix your call.
Yeah, working on it.
Okay.
Right, so that should be... We still won't see the things bouncing up and down, but...
No, but we should see those right lines.
Well, we were seeing this right line earlier. The secondary right line, yeah.
Yeah.
And we are.
And we are.
Okay. So, we add back in slowly each thing. See if gamepad state's blowing it up. It'd be nice if I got actual errors. This isn't working for reasons. It's not gamepad state.
Feels like you might be demanding too much.
That I actually get errors. Okay, accelerometer state. And window current orientation is a freaking enum. So
Yeah, so that should be fine.
I mean,
Can you, at next run, can you do me a favor before hitting play on IIS Express?
no.
Okay, never mind then.
What were you thinking? What do you want?
So drop down the arrow next to IIS Express.
Well, I'm not there yet. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
So demanding. What the what? Okay, here we go.
Yep.
And?
Yep. server. Yep.
Is that going to give us more error support?
It should, if it explodes, it should write it to this console, to the Kestrel.
I wouldn't expect that actually because it's going to explode on the client.
Is it exploded on the client?
That's where it would explode, yeah. Okay,
Let's
it is
just-
the window. See how it didn't do anything for us? Maybe
What
window isn't a thing,
the-
except for now I gotta close two things.
You don't have to close the other thing. It can stay around.
Well, then it'll just stay around for every application.
No, it'll just reuse that one.
Okay, so window must be null. So if we take this and we say, but window, game window, game dot window. If window not equal null, then update. So we should, if I'm right, then we should not see updating game.
I mean, is it any shock that's a Windows issue?
Bad. Yeah, so now we're not seeing updating game. So
See, Wes, he actually, Clayton's the anti-Mikey. He doesn't like anything.
close. I like blacksmithing.
He likes setting things on fire and beating them with a hammer. Yes.
Yes, that. Okay, so
Hello, Satan.
geez, Ward.
Welcome, chat. Congrats to all the new subscribers. Thank you, Ward, for your gift to Blazor Mr. Magoo, Luco Codes, Wasabi Dev, Wax Static, and Surly Dev.
He really doesn't want to give up that hype train. But hey, Ward, you're now the hype boss.
Ta-da!
Okay, so we gotta initialize.
And welcome to chat, everyone. Clayton, you want to give us a brief overview of what we're working on, where we are,
I don't
what
know.
we're struggling with?
Okay, so at the end of the last stream, we got to a point where we were rendering the application, which I can display what that looks like here in a second. Sweet, thank you. Well, was that a gift or was that a? I don't even know. That was one of Ward's gifts. Yeah. Thanks to everybody who was subbed by Ward. Thank you, Aaron, for subbing 1,000 people. So at the end of the last stream, we got this screen to render, but certain things aren't happening. The diamonds should be bouncing up and down, and they should be yellow tinted, I believe. And then we tried to add the player, but we got an error about no animation running. So we're kind of tackling things in the order that we realized they were a problem. So trying to get these diamonds to animate. And at least at the moment, it appears to be an issue with the level update. It's just not running. So we've been... Oh, goodness, it's been an hour. We've been tracking down where the issue is with the level not updating, and it appears that it has come down to this game window object. So...
Which is null.
It appears to be null. So we have to make it not null. And while I can just simply go into this initialize async and just go, oh, well, before we... Why are we sleeping 100? Oh, okay, that's why we're waiting on things. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do to get started is I'm going to say window equals new game window. And then let's go to game window and see what it requires. It probably is going to want... Oh, look at that. So the game window actually would create... Oh, no, okay, so we create the game... Okay, yes, we'll do that. So
And for those of you just joining, this is Blazor game engine development. This is a port of Monogame to Blazor using just the public API.
This, and then we need the width and the height, which would be graphics device. And then it's going to be... Come on, adapter. I keep getting a buzzing every time you drop, John. It's not a big deal. I'm guessing other people aren't getting it, but not adapter. What is the thing?
Yeah, how is the chat, or how is the chat? How is the audio in chat there, folks? Let us know. Let us know how it sounds, if there's anything
Viewport. That's
weird.
what I'm looking for. Tile safe area, width, and all that junk height. This may not be 100% correct, but it's close enough for the moment. Oh, because it's read-only, so that's easy enough. Get with a private set. Or protected set. Unless there is a... There's the dispose. Yeah, we don't have a... Okay. So we'll do that. The graphics device should be ready at this point, so we can get that information. And let's see what happens now. If this worked, then we should get updating game message, and then we can go and uncomment the things that we commented out in the level update, and then hopefully we get bouncing gems. Ooh, I landed nice on that one. I didn't even see it. Oh, subscriber. Aaron has blown our subscriber goal out of the water. We'll have to go and update that.
Ta-da! Thank you, Ward.
Thank you very much. I'm going to drink unprompted. Letting me down, Ward. You're supposed to let me know when I got to drink. Or maybe we don't get the message.
Nope. We don't get anything.
Okay. This is happening before update. That's that update, but it's overridden here. Update. So window should not be null, so we should be seeing updating game every time. But we're not. Why are we not? Oh, it's okay. Sometimes it feels like my brain is falling apart. This doesn't do anything.
Got to run away.
And then client bounds.
You mean it's not just supposed to return null?
No, it's not supposed to just return null. That's problematic. Screen device name. Most of this stuff is going to be not useful to us. What's it saying? But why? Why can't it? Oh, because it's abstract. Of course.
That's what it was saying.
Shut up. So,
What is in your juice cup, man?
it's watermelon cherry fusion. Okay, I guess we need a new game window that is specific to that. So looks like I'm making a canvas game window class. Well, it doesn't do a whole lot of good to have a static method that can create a thing that's an abstract class.
One of the things that I don't understand because I came in. At what point is it your code and what point is it their code?
Yes. So the Blazor game.framework code is code that I am writing, but the API is copied from the monogame implementation. So I'm not designing the code, but I am writing it.
If it compiles and works, it's his. If it errors or fails to compile, it's theirs.
I like that description. We'll go with that. All right, so I've got a canvas game window, which is going to be public, and it's going to inherit from game window. And then it's just going to implement whatever it needs to implement. Those things. I hate that it does this. Yeah, okay, that. So I guess we'll just go with the default, and then I can say current orientation equals display orientation dot default, and then just do that. I'm just going to do the same thing for all of these. And then those can blow up because I don't care. All I care about right now is this. And then pop back over here and I can... Okay, I already did change it back. And then this can return a new canvas game window. And we'll worry about the particulars later. Because we're not actually creating a game, or we don't need a game window. The game window is the browser. So you gonna take that one from me, Mr. Magoo? Yay! Okay, now we're updating levels. So window is set. So we should be able to move forward with our debugging.
You can comment in all of that stuff.
Don't tell me what to do.
Hey, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, let's just be bold and comment and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I have the best ideas. All right. Have one of you tried live share yet? You don't have to. I'm just curious.
I had gotten it started, but then I lost too many screens to have it pulled up.
Oh, so you need more screen.
I need more screen.
Okay,
I
we
got
made
another
it.
one over here. I could just bring it.
Okay, we made it, so we'll just get rid of these things because we don't need them. We know that we, in fact, made it.
So we still don't get
but the
bounced.
gems still aren't updating.
You need that. Oh no. Excuse me, because we're getting.
Well, yeah, everything should be fine, but now we're back to doing what we were doing. So we know that we made it, so we can get past the timing statement's probably not the thing that's blowing up. Maybe player update.
Yeah,
so
player. But you had that commented out. Is what I was saying.
Well, yeah, but now that I've uncommented it, it could be blowing up.
It will probably blow up. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm hoping it does. Most of this stuff shouldn't. It's only if it uses part of the monogame API that it should actually blow up. I'd really like to get back to where it's actually blowing up and giving me an error, like not implemented.
So needy.
That's what I'm told. Needy, demanding, never happy.
Not bitter at all.
Okay, updating game, but not here.
Not here.
So let's make sure we were getting you made it, but just, because. I'm open to suggestions, except for the ones from Ash. I'm just going to pretend like they're my ideas if it comes from Ash.
Yeah, it's
Here. Okay, so somewhere in... Hey, drop. Did I hit the button? I did hit the button. What are you, a table? Did you get flipped?
I thought it was a chocolate Pop-Tart.
I have no idea. I mean...
chocolate pop.
What does it say it is?
It does say something like flipped.
Yeah, it says flip this. So you're a table.
I thought I was a Pop-Tart going fast.
Yes. Or a Dorito.
You dropped the Doritos.
Okay, let's go to player update.
I got some sweet chili Doritos.
And that's player update is getting input, which is
Those are
probably
best
breaking
Doritos.
everything.
Wow, you guys are flying.
Yeah, it's doing thumbsticks and who knows what else. Gamepad
Yeah, I would
state,
just
keyboard state, yeah.
Skip it all. For now,
Skip
right? You don't even have a player you're trying to move. We're just trying to make some things bounce.
He's there. He's just invisible because we're not drawing him. Is there a dog's butt sticking out of those leaves? There is. That's what
Yep.
Wesley dropped. Yeah, that actually fits in there pretty perfectly.
We're hitting here if that's what you're looking for.
It is. Where did I put it? Oh, it's up here.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you we're not getting past that. We're dying somewhere in here. Maybe even right there. So, yeah, let's skip player
Let me guess,
update for now.
I've heard that someone suggested that idea. It must have been you thinking out loud again.
It probably was. You know how I do. And then we'll skip this bit. That shouldn't cause any issues.
So,
And then
Ash, is this why you went to DevOps? Because you were sick of dealing with developers like this?
Oh, no. I miss coding.
We got 40 minutes to get these gems bouncing. Okay, so
Right, so we're in there now.
we're in there.
Yeah.
How many times do we get into the individual gem update? Which is just math. I mean, it should
Yeah.
work.
That's
there's
never
no-
been difficult for a computer. So.
Yeah, there's no special stuff here. At least as far as the gems are concerned.
Just using the sine function, but
Cosine and tangent. I remember that one.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Yeah.
doing here.
I saw a map of Ohio earlier today and realized where Columbus is. That's not where I thought it was.
oh. What did you
Gem
think?
dot bound. Oh, maybe it's this bounding
think
circle.
I think I'm like I know them. I know the difference, but for some reason I was thinking that Columbus is where Cleveland is,
Oh, yeah.
and that's not right at all.
No. They like the lake. They set the lake on fire up there. So
Feels like this should work. There's nothing
There's-
special there.
I mean, all they have is a really bad football team and a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame museum, right? And I'm not even sure they have the football team anymore.
That should work.
and they also have a basketball team, but it used to have LeBron James, and now it doesn't anymore.
Yeah,
So
That's
they
right.
basically don't have a basketball team anymore.
Math helper clamp.
But you know,
Clamp is filled out.
I do think it is a great feat to set a river on fire.
I mean, as humans, we've come a long way.
Usually
we do
those things
that.
don't burn very easily. But you know, you send enough pollutants into them. Bound to burn.
I've not tried to set a river on fire. Ash, have you tried to set a river on fire?
No, I haven't. That's true.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Wes, have you tried to set a river on fire?
Define tried.
Have you succeeded at setting a river on fire?
I want to see here 3 times for every updating game. Actually, I want to see it, 9 times. I think we were only seeing it once. Now we're seeing it 9 times. So it's completing, because that's the last thing in it.
Pretty sure that's the number of times that Ferris skipped
Oh,
school.
hey, it's moving.
Are they actually moving, or just had they moved
They have moved.
They have moved, yes.
and then they stop?
Yeah, something like that.
Wait, don't look at him and then look back and see if he moved.
If they do a little jitter.
Maybe it's like a really slow animation.
No, I don't think that's what's
Like
going
after-
on.
After 5 minutes, they'll jump again.
Okay, so they're getting to a point, and
Have
then
you tried turning on or off the turbo button? I'm not sure which one it is.
I was turning off the turbo button.
Maybe it's too graphically intense for your
Wait.
computer.
Wes says he grew up in rural Tennessee.
Row.
Rural Tennessee. is that an admission that yes, you have tried to set a river on fire, or that you have succeeded in setting a river on fire? And if so, do we need to alert the authorities?
Look, I give people mad props if they have succeeded.
I'm not sure that's prop worthy.
People doing, but if you can manage,
that's not props worthy. That's arson.
I mean,
Okay, now
it's your river.
You can't own a river.
the update seems to be working, and draw seems to be working a couple times.
Is there something wrong with the game loop?
I think that there's something wrong with draw. Which is a little disturbing because if you look, we're not really...
You can't own river.
We're not doing anything after gem draw. Which isn't really doing anything. But if I throw here in there, let's see how many times it gets called. It should be called constantly.
Says you.
Yes. And it is. It's getting called. So why did they just stop updating?
So one question I have is your terminal in your in Visual Studio has a lot of here's and then an update, and a lot of here's and then an update.
Yeah, it's reading from the console write line as well.
But it's different order in the browser.
Is it?
Yeah. It was like update and then one here and then another update and then one here and then another update and one here. Is there like a potentially like an
Oh, well, in
async
the
thing that's
browser, if there's duplicates, it just adds a number next to it.
Oh, it just adds a number next to it. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's what I missed.
See the blue 9?
Oh, 9 here. Okay. Yep. Got it now. Yep, I totally missed that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so those do match now. Those
Yeah.
do match.
Yeah, because you have to have access to the river, right, Wes? That way you can throw the tire into it or something.
Yeah, no, my grandparents actually
Threw tires into
Idaho
water.
had a river going through their land.
I think there's a movie like that.
Tires into water?
A river runs through it.
I'm sure there's yeah.
I am getting near to a loss for why. Like, all the methods seem to be running. They're just not doing anything.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Ship it.
updating gem, drawing gem, updating gem, drawing gem. And it's all just math. So I don't know why. And you can see, I mean, like, the positions do change for a second, or for a quick hot second, but then they stop. They render flat and then they jitter. Are they jittering into the same position every time?
Blazor Mr. Magoo suggests maybe log the position to make sure it's changing.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yes. 1 second. Let me update a gem. So then we'll do X, Y. Okay, and then so there's 9 gems, which is why this was causing a problem earlier. But I think I can tend to change it to just 1 gem, and then we should be able to see that 1 gem move. So position X, position Y. Okay, good. And then if I go to
that's
level,
a great question.
Are you sure you're moving it further than the jitter?
Yeah.
Basically,
I think the position logging should answer that. Hopefully, right?
Maybe, but what I guess maybe what I was thinking is it possible that we're just not noticing, like it's not, like there's a scaling issue or something like that, like the amount that it's changing.
Nah, we got eagle eyes.
I'm not sure I understood the question.
Is it possible that we're basically moving it so small, changing the height or something like that so small, or the way that it's rendering and drawing
shouldn't be
is off?
So so if I just go and change, if I go change the level text,
you've got like an metric, and then you're using imperial or something.
What?
Did you just go full engineer on us?
Huh?
You just went full engineer on us.
You know, English imperial.
There. So if we just
it's in half of a pixel increments.
What's in what?
What are the units of X and Y?
Oh, they're float pixel units.
Yeah, because it's important to have that decimal in there.
Well, so everything's based off of a time delta. So that's why I don't think the animation would be happening too fast, is because it's based off of a delta of time that has elapsed. If we go and look at the gem file, you can see that double T, the time delta, is game time total seconds times bounce rate, position X, bounce sync. I'm going to assume that should work. Have I implemented all of that? Okay, they're just yeah, that should be fine. I'll look in on that one, but it should be based off of a time delta. It is possible, now that I'm looking at it, that this total game time is something that I'm not populating. I know I'm populating elapsed game time, but maybe not total time. So let's run it. We'll see if the position is updating. There should only be 1 gem in the level now, so we'll see. Yeah, so it's not changing.
It's not changing.
I think that that's probably correct, that total game time is not changing. So we need to go to, where is game time being handled? Game time is going to be managed previous timestamp, current timestamp. Yes. Here. So render gets called with a timestamp that is the timestamp from the browser.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
And then we invoke the render method in .NET using the current timestamp. So we need to calculate game time using the Da-da-da. Every time we run, we receive game time. Which in this case, yeah, it's a game time. It's on ready. From the graphics device, which is a canvas graphics device. Where are you? I think I moved it into graphics. Canvas graphics device. Render. Render gets a float timestamp. On ready. New game time. Elapsed time. Yep. Uh-huh. So, we need something in here that represents the total time. That I'm not seeing, so we'll just make one. Oop, hello. Private. Read only. Time span. Total game time equals. I'll do that. And then down here in render, I guess it could be a new time span. Okay, so it should be 0, right? So then every time we render, I don't know. Let's just, okay. Do that. We'll say, total game time equals plus equals. Can you do that? Can you add time spans like that? Or do you have to do like a dot add? There we go. And then just for speed's sake, we'll calculate this one time instead of twice. So elapsed equals that. Then we'll add elapsed. And then elapsed equals elapsed. And total equals total. Fingers crossed. Dropping. Oh, bang on. Look at that. Like a boss. Dang, Ward. Got like 3,000 hit points. 66. It's not bad. Oh, you stupid thing. I think I'm gonna output these two values. Console right line.
My fan died.
Elapsed time.
Gotta plug it in.
The one fan that you had.
Yep.
Are you going to their funeral?
Yep. No, the USB fan that moves air.
Oh. So your one fan is still alive?
Yeah, I just had to plug it back in.
Drop salt. Why'd you drop salt?
I'm salting the fields.
Total time. Total milliseconds and I'm expecting these values to be different. Oh, good. Total time is 0.
Yeah.
How do you take a value that is positive, add it to a value, and then end up with 0? Does anybody?
Definitely 2020.
So elapsed time.
Elapsed time is
How
in
is elapsed?
milliseconds, so it's you know, on average 16 milliseconds. So we're getting close to 60 frames per second. And then total time, which should be the elapsed time added to a value every single round, is just constantly 0. Returns 8. Oh, it's because I'm stupid. Stupid immutable things. Total game time equals total game time dot add. Why?
It doesn't like your.
A read only. Did it make it read only? Of course it did. There. Run. All right. Now fingers crossed. Again.
Oh, I guess it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it this time. Are you wearing pants?
Yeah.
I'm not telling.
It's in the wrong spot, but yes.
Why are you so hard to please?
It's moving. It's moving. And I landed for 81.59 points.
Yay! We got animation now. I'm so happy. Okay. Now
Thank
I'm
you
gonna go
to Blazor, Mr. Magoo, and to Wes for pointing out Clayton's math.
all of my mistakes. Yes, thank you all very much. Dot.
Wait, is that the level designer?
It's a text file. It's not complicated.
No, I'm saying it's slick. I like it.
It's a text file. Money, money, money,
Chop money.
money. Okay. Okay. So now we should be able to run it. We should see all of them, and they should like, you know, like a wave, is what they should do.
Like a sine wave.
You and your math.
It's magical.
Isn't it though?
Is it supposed to do that?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. I mean, it's supposed to be slightly in a different position, and they're supposed to be yellow. But we're gonna fix that, right?
It's a little choppy.
That's the next thing.
But
I'm so happy we got animation going. It's choppy because you're on the internet. What's wrong with you? It's less choppy for the people on Twitch than it is for you on Zoom. If that makes you any happy.
now I was noticing that like some of your render times that were jumping up to like 33, which is like
Oh
like 30
well,
frames a second.
I'm highly
I'm just
unoptimized at the
messing
moment,
with you.
and I've got console log statements everywhere, which I'm sure doesn't help.
Everywhere.
All in the places with the things, and I just closed files. I don't know what they were. Okay, so we get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Wasn't it perfect the first time? That's what I'm trying to understand.
It was perfect the first time. That was the first time we ran it. And it worked. Okay, so let's get rid of these. I could leave those in, but I'm going to get rid of them. Okay. Yeah. Let's leave that there for now. We can probably add that back in, but less important at the moment. Drawing the gems is the issue now. So we're not properly taking in origin.
Yep.
Or we're not using origin. So we need to do that with our draw here. Which really all we do for origin is we say position X minus
So the dev tools affect
origin
performance.
X.
Well, he got a really big performance boost when he took the plastic off of the heatsink on his processor.
Amazing things that will actually optimize stuff. Shot in the dark if that's the right way to do this math, but let's just find out. I think that if you take the position and you subtract the origin, then it should shift it over by the appropriate amount to match what you're trying to make the origin be. So if they show up in what looks like the right place this time, then we can be happy with that.
Yeah. Oh.
You know what? I'll take that. I think that's close enough.
Yep, ship it.
Yeah.
All right, that was an easy fix. So now we got to make them yellow, which is going to be much more significantly the hard part. But that is in the JavaScripts.
Yep.
Draw. Where's draw? Draw sprite color. So here's where we need to look up draw image and see if there's some way that we can tint our drawing with the here's a diagram of my son's monster trucks electronics. Oh, well, there's the polls if anybody was interested.
There's election coverage. All right. Why is Nebraska colored like that?
Because they can split their votes. So can Maryland.
Okay.
Or Maine. No, Maine. Maine and Nebraska. I don't understand why they do it and nobody else does, but
each state can do their own thing.
yeah, apparently.
Weird.
So, right, HTML5, canvas, draw image, tint. How do I tint an image? Canvas 2D.global alpha 0.05. What? No. What you got to do is you scroll down looking for green check marks. And if there aren't any, then you go find a different answer.
Is it a fill style? I think it's a fill style.
It could be a fill style.
Wes, we're not going to talk about elections on stream. It's
No matter what happens, somebody will get elected.
It is 2020, you know.
yeah, I'm not sure elected. No matter what happens, there will be a president. Someone might be placed. Someone might be like.
So what I think is interesting is that.
Oh, no.
If
apparently we are talking.
Well, no.
about
If nothing changes, then it'll be, or at least last time I looked, it'll be 1 point away from like a 269 split. And then it goes to the Senate and the House to determine who wins. I think like the Senate picks the president and the House picks the vice or something like that.
Something like
so you
that,
you could literally end up with, you know, like the Senate picking one party and the House picking a different party,
Mm-hmm.
which would
what's
be
also funny about that is the House votes by state, so all the representatives have to like vote together, and then that state gets cast as a ballot. So when they're doing that, so then
so then theoretically they could be tied again.
You could actually tie again.
Yeah, and then it goes to the
next
vice.
House.
I think the vice gets to decide the final for the House or something like that. It's craziness.
Yeah.
So
But
let's color
not
those
that, not that that's
gems.
something I'm going for. I'm pulling for, but I'm just saying like it's 2020. So like of all the weird things that could happen, it seems like the 2020 most. It's the most 2020 sort of.
Let's
thing.
just appoint Hasselhoff as supreme leader and be done with it.
Okay, you can just use fill rect to the exact rectangle you're looking for inside of clip and fill, which is causing your clipped image.
No, but I think
There's
what
draw-
you need is the fill style.
Draw image.
See that CC.
Well, no. So they're using multiply to tent that piece. Yeah, I tried that initially, but it caused the whole image to change. Different image than I used for the example. Internal proprietary kind of thing. And so blah, blah. Doesn't matter what the image is behind it. You can see in my answers code that it works as expected.
Clippy.
Well, but it's drawing huge red rectangles, which is not...
So picky.
Well, but then, you know, like... Can you open this, or does it... No. I want this example, but I want it... No. Okay, so you think it's fill what? Fill style?
But maybe not. I mean, maybe that's only for the fill rect.
Yeah, I
That
think you
may
have
not
to
be for
fill
the-
rect after.
But that, yeah, but that's not. We don't want a rectangle.
You can use context pattern to create a pattern with which to fill your will. Image, draw image. How to fill image in H2, no. If we can just get this one thing, I'll be... Color gradient pattern. Math floor, fill rect. Let me see if I can get, so... Draw image, and then if I go to... it's not my favorite place to go, but if I go to W3 Schools, then I can try it for myself. So they're doing a fill style after tx dot fill style equals 1, 2, 3. Clearly, I've done something wrong.
Perfect. I like it. Is it uppercase S?
Maybe. Unexpected identifier. Let me go back to fill style. Okay, well, let's try that.
Surrounded with quotes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did need double quotes there, or maybe single quotes would work.
Either way. Okay, that didn't seem to do anything. Canvas, draw image, tent sprite. How do I tint an image? We already seen that one. Draw images and sprite animations. Yeah, so we get an image. Draw image. Draw image. Yeah, we can skew it. That's all good and well. We can change the smoothing. We can do a partial. Here we go. Oh no, that's if they've already got.
Blazor Mr. Magoo says try setting the canvas filter before draw image and the reset the filter to none after filters on the 2D context.
Yeah, that's what I tried here. Fill style, or is there, when he says filter, is there some other?
Before draw image?
Yeah. See?
Yep. And then reset the filter to none after.
Well, that would be so it
composite
doesn't.
mode?
That would be so it doesn't stay stuck. And
I think
Is filter and
yeah, if there's a different.
do you need this composite mode?
So
Yeah. Here, let me just send it
2D
to you in
context.
the chat.
Filter. This is what you're talking about. Blur, brightness, contrast, shadow, grayscale, hue, rotate would be the 10th, but that's a value. Okay. I mean, we could do that for sure. But I want... There's got to be a way to... okay, so... Let's see. Canvas 2D filter tint image. How do I tint an image? Canvas tint image, a one-trick pony. Yeah, that. What are they doing? To tint or not to tint? Canvas height, draw image, tint image. Where is tint image? Require dot slash. Okay, so it's in their index. Tint image, image color opacity. Context canvas. Okay. Save. Fill style color. Global alpha opacity. Fill rect.
Yeah, that was I sent you a link and it was basically doing that similar thing.
I just think like when we do fill rect, it's gonna fill in. It's gonna draw a square.
Right. And it works for theirs because
It's all
they have
square.
square images. You could draw a gem.
I mean, I like if we only wanted them yellow, I could just tint them, in the image.
Right.
I think they change colors based on types in the game somehow.
Yeah. No, I agree.
RGB pixel, draw image, get image data, RGB pixel, pixel push. No. That's a bit much. It's a bit eccentric. Canvas 2D. Sprite. Filter. Tint. How a color to apply as a tint to the sprite. Somehow I don't think this is where I want to be.
We're about to that magic time of the evening where Clayton turns into a pumpkin.
It's true. Can you tint a specific part of a 2D sprite? You know, like the part that's not transparent. How to change sprite's color or transparency. That's in Unity. It's pretty easy in Unity. HTML5 Canvas Sprite tutorial. Did he even draw him? I don't even see where he drew anything. Oh, that's a whole thing. Okay. Okay, let's if we do filter blue, what happens? Well, it doesn't get too mad. Filter canvas, filter tint. Okay, URL. A CSS URL takes an RIR pointing to a SVG filter element, which may be embedded in the blur, brightness, contrast, drop shadow, grayscale, hue rotate. Angle applies a hue rotation on the drawing. A value of 0 degrees leaves the input unchanged. Let's try hue rotate. Hue rotate angle. And then is there a way to calculate the hue rotation based on RGB color coordinates that you want to rotate to? I think would be the question. So if we do...
Before solving that, let's just, give it an angle.
5. Oh, it's in quotes. It's got to be quotes. 180. Man, I don't know.
Okay, so it's not a quote.
Oh, well, that's the... Okay, go back. Context filter equals filter function 1, filter function 2, yada, yada, yada. Filter, font, filter text. Let's do that.
Yeah, there we go.
And see if that has any effect over here. It does. Okay. So hue dash rotate. Oh, 15 degree. That's different, right? Okay, there we go. So that does something. So then, hue rotation for RGB color. Shift hue of an RGB color. Color wheel calculator. RGB to HSV. How to calculate hue rotation to generate a specific color. Okay. Okay, the key in this case is to find an initial color. White nor black or any grayscale is technically an actual color. You can't saturate or rotate it. You have to colorize it somehow. And the sepia filter is the only filter which do some form of colorizing. It would be easier if your image was pure 100% red, then you could just add the target degree specifically or directly. And okay, this will produce.
If we had a red gem instead of a white gem, then that might be easier for us. Is what they're saying.
Yeah, I guess. Step 2 is to convert that HSL color space, which gives us converting the base color to the target color. So brightness 50%, sepia 1, hue rotate 132 degrees, saturate 100. Goodness. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this stuff in the JavaScript once we've gotten the color to rotate it to.
Oh, you got robbed. Just sliding down the wall.
Who, me? Somebody else?
Yes, you.
Ah. My brain's trying to figure out what's going on here, so. Okay, so that must be like the essentially white image. But then we drop the brightness and sepia, and then we end up with that. So just to get some kind of something.
Blazor Mr. Magoo dropped a link of knowledge in on us.
Does it do a thing? Get image data. Turn an image to grayscale, photo filters. Where C is the color value, R, G, and B is the color intensity. Oh, IC is the color intensity, and Y is the pixel luma value. Now we can write our filtering function. Ooh. Well, just a portion of an image. Just a conversion of an image to grayscale is really simple, but not too sexy. To get something really useful for the web design, we would suggest further involvement of the idea. For instance, let's think about the colored photo filters. Oh. Can we... Is this going to get the whole... So we need the image. Which I guess we have. So image filter density. Filter and density.
Is that the function you're referencing, Blazor, Mr. Magoo? The filter image?
What the what? What's going on there? Where's this filter colors? Filter.r times... yellow. Okay.
Yeah, so we could just leave the density 100% for our purposes, right?
Yeah, density 100% all the way.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Magoo.
What? Okay, this is just this thing, their drop down. It's not actually, we don't care about this.
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
Care about that. Well, I've already got a bunch of this. Compute color intensity for the entire filter and density. So let's do...
And density is just going to be a constant 100 or 1 or whatever that...
Yeah, density would be whatever that is, yeah. I think it's a 1, yeah.
Yeah, probably 1.
Or... I really don't know, but we can play with it and find out. Okay. So just for a moment... That's not what I wanted. Where'd it go? Here? Well, let's grab the whole thing and then we'll just change it as needed. Okay. So, did it really not copy the... That's stupid. We don't need that. Now, why is it got to do this part? Oops. Data I math round intensity times luma. So we need to get the image data. Oh, they're creating a special canvas just for this image so they can get the data, so they can manipulate it. Okay.
Good night, Blazor, Mr. Magoo. Appreciate you stopping by and sharing some knowledge.
Yes, thank you. Thank you a lot. This will help tons. So I actually do need this whole function, I guess.
And look, freaking Ward updated his avatar, Wesley. He also took the lead.
He did. It was a bit weird of thing. Okay, so filter image, image filter density, filter.r, filter.g, filter.b. That will. I'm going to change this to color. I'm going to get rid of density.
And just create a constant. For
Yeah.
density.
We'll try 1 at first and see what happens. Or let's try 100 because I don't know why.
Yeah, I would
That
say
can't-
100 because it's 100 minus density.
Well, but But look, but so times 100 minus density. So if it's 100, then it'd be times 0. I guess it'd be 255 times 0. Yeah. And it'd be R times 100. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, sure. Image, color. This would be color. What is the color that I'm actually sending through? I think it's going to be R. G. Cut. B. I think it's going to be like that. Everything else we might be able to leave like that. And then come up here to draw a sprite. And we just say var sprite equals filter image content color, and then here we say sprite instead of and I want to see this run, so Super Meat Boy. It's probably not a good drop. Debugger name. Name. Okay. What's color in this case? Pooh, it is lowercase. Stop. They got me. Stop it with the asking me stuff. Go. I can probably get rid of the debugger now because that was the thing I really had a question about. There, now we try. I'm excited about seeing gems that aren't white.
And then bouncing.
Everything else is gray, but the gems are yellow.
Hey, I mean, that sort of worked.
He did say you would have to reset it after you draw image.
Well, it's being, the filter is being applied to every image. So I think I need to check and see. I need to do a check on color. So only if color is not white. If color is white, then I just don't do it. Wow, it's taken a lot longer now. I mean, it is tinting everything, but okay. So, well, one, I need to go to wherever the elapsed time is. That's in game. No, it's in graphics. It's in Canvas graphics device. Hey, but we got yellow gems, so that's a plus.
We did, and they're bouncing.
Get rid of that. Should speed things up a little bit. And then we can go to Blazor game. Okay, so I guess I will throw in a debugger. Oh, well, they were 255, 255, 255, right? So if color dot R not equal 255, or color dot G not equal 255, or color dot B not equal
So close.
255. Then we do this.
Missed a vertical bar.
No, I'm logically oring, or I'm oring them together, binary or. So I actually need to say var sprites equals content dot content, and then if they need to, then we're going to tint the sprite. Otherwise, we're not going to. Sprite equals. Okay. Let's see what that does. Anything?
Nothing.
Hey.
Ta-da!
Sweet.
Magic happened.
Mr. Magoo's the best. Aaron's pretty cool too. For all the subs. Is he still on?
I'm sure he fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah, people are starting to drop off. It's late at night. 10:20.
It is.
We're past our
Appreciate
our due date. But hey, they look like they're all going pretty smooth.
All right. With that, we will probably call it quits here for this evening on the Blazor game engine, a port of Mono Game to Blazor. We will be back next week. We broadcast the recording of the Six Figure Developer Podcast every Monday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. And on Wednesdays, we do live coding on a variety of different personal projects from 8 p.m. Eastern until about 10 p.m. Eastern Wednesday evenings. Looks like we're continuing to make progress on the Blazor game engine, so we probably will continue on that project next Wednesday as well. So if you would just like, subscribe, do all the Twitch things, and we will say good evening, good night, everyone, and do the raid to Tail Learn Code.